You overthink everything. Every conversation. Every decision. Every word you said 5 days ago. Every text you haven't gotten a reply to yet. You replay it all in your head. Over and over. Until it feels heavier than it actually was. Until you're no longer sure if you said something wrong, or if you just convinced yourself you did. Even when nothing is wrong, your mind finds something. It fills in the silence with worst-case scenarios. You think you're crazy, too sensitive, too much. But you're not. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're not overreacting. You're just trying to feel safe in a world that hasn't always felt safe for you. Overthinking is how your brain tries to protect you. It's a defense mechanism, a survival strategy. It doesn't always help, but it always has a reason. Your mind believes if you can predict the worst, you can avoid getting hurt. So it analyzes everything. Their tone, their delay in replying, the lack of emojis, the slight pause before they said, "I'm fine." It takes something small and builds an entire story around it. You don't do this because you want drama. You do it because you want control. And control feels safer than chaos, even when it costs you peace. You're not dramatic. You're just alert. You're not fragile. You're just exhausted. You're not clingy. You're just scared that silence means rejection. But here's what most people don't understand. Overthinking isn't always about others. Sometimes the thoughts are about you, your worth, your value, your future. What if I'm not good enough? What if they don't actually like me? What if I mess this up? What if I've already ruined it? Your brain replays every insecurity on loop because somewhere along the line you stopped trusting yourself. You weren't given the tools to feel your emotions without judgment. You were told to toughen up, to stop being so emotional, to calm down, to stop overreacting. So now, every time you feel something deeply, you assume it must be wrong. So you think it to death instead of feeling it and letting it pass. But emotions aren't problems, and not everything needs to be solved. Some things just need to be acknowledged, sat with, understood. And maybe no one taught you how to do that. So your brain picked up the only tool it had. Think harder, worry more, stay in control. But control is a myth, and overthinking is its illusion. You think you're being careful. You think you're preparing. But what you're really doing is delaying, avoiding, overloading yourself until you can't move. It's like driving with both feet on the pedals, one on the gas, one on the brake. You never really get anywhere, but you burn out anyway, and then you blame yourself. You call it laziness. You call it procrastination. But really, it's paralysis. Your brain is doing too much because it was never taught how to do less. So what's the way out? You don't fix overthinking by thinking more. You fix it by feeling, by returning to your body, by asking, what am I actually afraid of right now? What am I trying to avoid? What part of me needs safety? Sometimes the answer will be clear. Sometimes it won't, and that's okay. Because part of healing is sitting in the uncertainty and not trying to escape it. Start small. When you catch yourself spiraling, pause. Close your eyes. Take one slow breath. Then ask, what's the story I'm telling myself? And is that story actually true? If someone doesn't reply, is it really because they're mad at me? Or is that my fear speaking? If I made a mistake, does that really mean I'm a failure, or am I allowed to just be human? Overthinking loves drama, but healing loves neutrality. And healing happens in quiet choices. Like choosing not to send the 5th follow-up message. Choosing to close the app. Choosing to go for a walk instead of spiraling. Choosing to say, I don't have all the answers right now, and that's okay. Your peace won't come from certainty. It'll come from self-trust. The belief that whatever happens, you can handle it. You can adjust. You can grow. That's how you quiet the noise, not by fighting it, but by responding with presence, with kindness, with curiosity. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness underneath them. You are not your worst-case scenarios. You are the calm that notices them and chooses not to believe them every time. One day you'll catch yourself in a moment where you would have spiraled, and instead you'll just breathe. And that breath, that tiny pause, that's your proof that you're healing, that you're no longer reacting but responding. You'll still overthink sometimes, but it won't own you. It won't drown you, because now you have something stronger than fear. You have self-trust, and with that you can handle anything.